insights on AllNews Nigeria TV, and I still remain your host, Praise Ganu. And yes, if you are new here, Insight is where I talk about any trending issue from any sector. But before we go into what I have for you today, let's take a look at the headlines for this week. Nigeria records 312 COVID-19 recoveries in 24 hours. Good news, guys. It's a very good thing that, gradually we are getting over this COVID-19 pandemic, and I hope that in no time, or little or no time, there will be nothing like COVID-19 in Nigeria again, or in fact, all over the world. All right. Amechi's close ally, Chidi Lloyd, dumps APC for PDP. Guys, now the matter we dey settle, still on the matter of, one politician leaving a particular party to another party. We don't even know what is actually going on with our politicians, because it can be recalled that Obaseki also left, APC for PDP, and Ondo Deputy Governor Agbola Ajayi also left APC for PDP. Very soon, I hope that we will know what is really happening to these politicians, why they are leaving, because it's not only people leaving APC to PDP. We've had also people that left, PDP for APC too, and I hope that very soon we'll know why, they're just moving around. Gunmen abduct students preparing for exams in Kaduna State. Guys, this is no news that we have kidnappings happening every time. In fact, on a regular basis in these northern states, it's Kaduna, Sokoto, and in fact, the numbers of the students that have been abducted are not even yet known. We don't know how many of them are kidnapped. These abductors are even nowhere to be found. In fact, the residents of these communities have come out to say that these incidents are usual. I mean, for a particular residents or particular people in a particular community to come out to say that, okay, this is not news to us, this happen like regularly. This to show that the kidnappings happen like on a frequent and on a regular basis. I hope that the federal government can do something to this abduction of students, because if care is not taken, this might actually turn out to be like the case of the Chibok girls, and I'm very sure we don't want another trauma like that again in Nigeria. Pro-BIAFRA leader Nnamdi Kanu of IPOB wades into controversial law CAMA. Kanu has claimed that this particular law is a plot to control all the monies going into the top churches amid the controversy generated by this particular act, CAMA, that was recently assented by President Muhammadu Buhari. But guys, let's talk about CAMA. The bill, which was signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari on August 7, 2020, it was learned that it is expected to engender corporate legal innovations geared towards enhancing the ease of doing business in the country. Guys, so you mean that worship centers and churches, mosques are now businesses in Nigeria? Section 839, 1 and 2 of the new law provides that the Registrar General of Corporate Affairs Commission and a supervising minister will strictly regulate religious bodies and non-governmental organizations. The law also wields power to suspend the trustees of not-for-profit organizations and appoint an interim manager or managers to coordinate its affairs where it reasonably believes that there had been any misconduct or mismanagement, or where the affairs of the association are being run fraudulently, or where it is necessary or desirable for the purpose of public interest. So Nigerian government have now said that worship centers, mosques, churches, in fact shrines, are now businesses in Nigeria. I feel that the government is not even focusing on what they should focus on. I mean, they're not putting attention, they're not even giving attention to some issues in Nigeria that needs attention. Let's talk about the children or the students that were abducted, just in the last headline. We said that these students are abducted and we don't even know yet. It is over 24 hours now and we don't even know yet how many students are abducted. We don't know the whereabouts of these abductors, and in fact, the residents of this particular communities have come out and said that, we experience this every day, like it's normal, it's usual, which it shouldn't be. So why is the government there? The government should protect the lives and properties of citizens, and when citizens are now saying that kidnapping is usual to them, then I think that the government needs to do something. Why focus on religious? But just like Nnamdi Kanu said, he said that this is just like a plot to control money. So why won't people think like that? Because the areas that the government should focus on, they are not even focusing on that area. I mean, COVID-19 is still in Nigeria, and we still keep on having confirmed cases of COVID-19, and we have countries, we have nations that have taken steps to look out for, vaccines that can help their citizens. We have Russia. Looking at Russia has already developed, left to them, they've already developed a vaccine, and left to them, they can actually start giving out this vaccine to, patients of this COVID-19. I just think it's WHO that is, kind of delaying them. They just need to approve that vaccine, and I think they are okay. We also have Germany. They've announced the dates that their own vaccines will be delivered, or their own vaccines will also be put out there. But Nigeria is waiting for other countries to develop a vaccine, and what's the next thing to do? We will import this vaccine, which will cost us another money. Not to forget, Nigeria is in debt. I mean, debt. We are owing China, we are owing World Bank. In fact, and I hope it's not new to you that Nigeria is close to recession again. You don't know. Let's take a look at this. Economic decline pushes Nigeria towards worst recession in decades. The Minister of Finance, Zainab Ahmed, had stated that the misery of Nigerians will be worse in 2020 following the pandemic that struck the economy. The World Bank had also stated that Nigerians should prepare for the worst economic recession in the history of the country. Hey, so you think, okay, maybe we saw recession in 2016. Oh well, we are about to see worst recession as predicted by the World Bank. Looking at that, I think the government should put more effort into that area. Nigeria has gone on recession twice, under Buhari as a military ruler in 1982 and as a democratic president in 2016. There have been a series of recession projections for Nigeria in 2020. Ahmed projected that Nigeria's economy could contract as much as -8.94% in 2020. The World Bank projected Nigeria's economy would shrink by -3.2%, while the managing director, Kristalina Georgieva, said Nigeria's economy will contract by -3.4%. International advisor company McKinsey also stated that Nigeria's economy will contract by -2.5% if the outbreak is contained. Now hear this, but Nigeria's chance of avoiding the worst recession depends on the effectiveness of President Buhari. While Nigeria might be unable to avoid recession, it can reduce the extent of the recession. But no, our president or our government, let's say our government, is only concerned about how they can tame religious centers, how they can tame worship centers in Nigeria. Look at this. Nigeria is about to experience another recession, and now World Bank has predicted that it can even be worse, because looking at it now, life is even hard for Nigerians already because of the COVID-19 outbreak, the pandemic, the lockdown. Life is already hard for Nigerians. And looking at the rate of dollar to naira now, in fact, it's been hell for Nigerians, and now they're even saying that we're about to experience recession, like the worst recession ever in the history of the country. But now we are concerned about how to tame, religious centers in country, which brought about my statement that I think government is actually not focusing on what they need to focus on. The government is actually not putting attention on what needs attention. So I think that there are other aspects that need serious attention in the country. Looking at the kidnapping in Kaduna State, which is one of the most, in fact, this is about the lives and properties of your citizens. So I think that's the #1 priority of the country, that is to protect the lives and properties of the citizens in that country. And again, recession, life will also be hard for Nigerians. So I think that the government should put all their attention, that should be their #1 priority, to try as much as possible. Just like World Bank says, he said that we might not be able to tame this recession, but then we can actually reduce the extent of this recession depending on the effectiveness of our president. So I'm just pleading to the Nigerian government to try and, I'm not saying that we don't need CAMA law. I'm not saying that maybe this CAMA law can also do something, but then I feel that there are other aspects that needs your serious attention. There are other aspects that needs your serious focus. Look at it. University students are still at home. We have not been doing anything about that. Other schools have resumed, but Nigeria students are at home doing nothing. The rate of crime is increasing every day. Kidnapping, look at rape, everything is happening, and now we are going to recession. So I think that the government should please find something to do. Like, they should do the necessary things that needs to be done. Alright guys, that will be all for today. Thank you for joining me on another beautiful episode of Insights on AllNews Nigeria TV. Do well to drop your comments on all of the issues discussed here. What do you think about all of the issues discussed here? I would like to know your opinion on all of the issues discussed here. Drop that in the comment section. Of course, like this video, share to people that needs to see this video, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. See you next time.